Poker players out there, let's try something different today. Let's let you test your skills. Teach. I'll put myself right over here. And in one hand, I'm going to get the cards, and you pick out what I should do before I do it. I won't say anything. I'll let the clock run down to about right where the dollar sign is. So you'll have to make your selection before then and see if you agree with me and my reasoning for doing it. If not, then maybe you learn something from it. Maybe I will. Okay, so next hand, I'll be in. You start thinking about what you're going to do based on what other action you see at the table. You make the call. You're not telling me what to bet because I'm not going to hear you. You're just trying to guess what I'm going to do prior to me doing it and see how we differ. Again, I'm Teach here at Full Flush. And on Twitch, I'm Al Spath, A-L space S-P-A-T-H. And same thing on YouTube. I hope you follow me at both. I'll subscribe at YouTube. It's free. So right now you should know exactly what I'm going to do here. If it's raised or if it's just checked to me. If you said fold, you got it right. Hand number 2. Think about what I should do. What you should do. What I might do. Okay, I'm going to wait till it gets down to here before I tell you what I'm going to do. You know what you're going to do? Fold, re-raise, 3-bet. Did you pick that? This guy's stealing back here. I'm out of position and I'm re-raising him. Does he really want to be doing this? Hell no. Did you get that one right? All right, hand number 3. Oh, easy one. All right, I'll give you it till it gets down to here. And what I'm going to do. If you said pot, you're wrong. I'm going to go a little bit more than the pot. If I get any callers, I want 1 caller, not 2 callers. Both men or ladies that are left in both had money in the pot. So if I did it 125, it'll be a little short. I might get the 2 callers if I get one. I'll get the other. All right, hand number 4. You should have it already on the tip of your tongue. Nope, you're not telling me. You're seeing if you guess exactly what I'm doing. Fold is the answer. Okay, here we go. Hand number 5. Should be pretty easy. I'm not even going to give you that much time. This is just to see if you're thinking the same way or similar lines than me. It doesn't mean I'm right. Doesn't mean you're right. Just put yourself in the situation and think about what you would do and see if it comes out for the same answer without you losing a dime. This is the first time you're never going to lose a dime playing poker. Ace high wins. Ace high doesn't win. Chop it up. All right, hand number 6. All right, be thinking about it. Depending on what they do, what am I going to do? Or what would you do? We're just testing out a new type of training mechanism today. When I say we, I'm talking about me and you. So, what would you do? He raised, I'm out of position. What do you do? We'll give you, so get to the 5 from now on. All right? If you said fold, you'd be right. I'm out of position. If he has an ace or a pair, I'm a big underdog there. There's no reason for me to play. The 50 cents he can have it. Until he proves to me that he doesn't know what he's doing. If he proves that he doesn't know what he's doing, then I might play that hand. I might play it completely different. I might re-raise him. I might just flat him. I don't know. All right? Down to the 5 again. We got a raise here. And the answer would be fold. These are nice cards. I wish the wise man's in here with me in the chat. I'll give it to you 5. I wish the chat would show up in some of my videos. He says I never lose a dime playing poker. Guaranteed without Spath. That's nice. Thank you. Though this one should be an easy fold. So we're going to fold lots of hands here. We're playing 5-handed. And you never know what other people have because they play such a wide range of hands. You still have to have some selection process. We're playing 25-cent 50. We're not playing nickel dime here. You know, we're playing with some healthy money at the table for micro stakes. You know, we're talking $50 a piece. Dan's celebrating in the chat screen. He was right. He's saying, "Wee!" He's playing along live with me. Well, he's on a little delay of about 70 seconds, but he's seeing the hand after it's finished. But it's good. It's good to see if the thinking is the same, and if not, hey, it gives us something to discuss. You know, those of you that have my Skype can talk to me later on Skype or email me, write it down and say, hey, you know, this one here, this caused me some concern because it may be a leak in my game, or maybe I should be doing what you're doing there, or maybe I haven't been listening exactly to what you said. All right? I'm not going to keep counting the hands every now and then. I'll say we're up around 10 or something like that, but this is a pretty easy one for you, so I'm not going to give you much time. I know you all picked fold. If there's one of you out there that picked do something with that other than fold, then you need to go back down to the penny 2 cent and just enjoy yourself down there and don't worry about poker anymore. Because, you know, basically if you're doing that, you're just impatient, no discipline. You just want to have some fun. Lovely. Same thing here. Gonna make it real easy for you. I mean, some of them are very easy. You're all gonna just agree with what I'm doing right off the bat. I appreciate the wise Dan who's following me, and you can follow me right there at Twitch. It's Al Spath right under the video screen there. Just click the little heart, and you'll get a notice when I go live, and you can come in and interact with me. Sometimes I might even select you and bring you in a Skype and have you discuss some hands. That's just like free teaching, free coaching. I do want to make this more interactive as we move on, as we do more videos. This is just one thing I'm trying out today where you make the call before I make the decision because it's my money. I'm going to do it my way. But we can also put you at the table and give you the opportunity to make the decision. And then after your decision, I can tell you what I would have done. So we've got lots of ways to go. We'll see how things turn out here. Now you got a nice river card there. All right, we're in the big blind. We got Queen 3. You should be thinking right now something. You got one or two choices. I would expect a raise from one of these guys. This guy raised me last time and then I made $3. He may not want me to do that this time. Oh, he's still going to stick it in there, but you should have known by now that that's a fold. We're not going to defend that against even a steal. We had position, but the cards aren't good. If I had 8-7, maybe so, but not with Queen 3, Queen 2. Cards like that are crap. Now, what do you do here with the 8-7? I said a minute ago might defend against the person that raised me. But now you've got another person to think about. And it's an easy fold. 8-7 suited? Okay. I might. A certain percentage of the time, sure. Might even re-raise with the 8-7 suited just to get the big blind out and to get up against the shorty. This is another one easy. But you're on the button here and you could steal, but I recommend you just throw it away. Those of you that are building a bankroll, you need to stick to some guidelines, and that's one of them. All right, here's a good chance for you to think about it. Now he's in early position and he raises, so he might have a better hand here. So what do you do with the Queen King? Do you call, re-raise, or fold? The answer in 2 seconds. You got it in your head? I re-raise. Can't call there. Now we got possibility, and we did get the button. Now he knows we might have a really good hand here if he's light. He might have pocket sixes. He might have ace-10. He's still ahead of us, but he doesn't know that. Now if he goes over the top of us, then we know something. So he calls. There's the ace. Well, what do we do? How much do we bet? Do we bet the pot? Do we bet 3/4? I think we could bet 3/4 of that pot. If you did 3/4 or full, you got it right. I'm going to get to Dan's question in just a second. What are you going to do here? If you're going to play it for a pot, in my opinion. And Dan says, what I defended the big blind versus the small blind reopened with a Queen 8 suited. I probably would, Dan, about 35 to 50% of the time, being that this guy's always putting in a raise and he looks like he's just doing it because of his position. Oh, there's the deuce. What are you going to do, folks? You going to fire? You're going to check. What are you going to do? Okay, I made up my mind. I'm just going to make a half pot bet here, almost like I missed, and I'm just doing a C bet, but I really don't have anything. I mean, if he's got pocket queens, I'm toast. Okay, folks, now what do you do now? Do you do the same thing, half? Half would be 3/10, or do you go up and go 3/4? I say go 3/4. Because you got three different draws out there. You got a diamond draw, a spade draw, and you got a straight draw now. Okay, it didn't come along. We didn't get as much as we wanted out of that, but we did win. I need some feedback from you that are watching this video. Please email me at alspath@alspath.com and let me know if you want more of these type tables. The next time I might even have a guest on with me, and we both might comment after you've made the call. Here we go again. He's right back at betting, and we have an ace this time. Do we defend with the ace? Or does he have a better ace and we really need to hit ace and the kicker? What's your decision? This could matter. Okay, if your decision was fold, that's my decision too. If it was to re-raise or to call, then there might be a leak. You're out of position. You're up against somebody that has either a bigger ace or a pair, and you may be always losing money or leaking money. Now what do you do here? Do you raise the weatherman? Do you call? If you pot it, it's only $1. If you're gonna do it, do it. Oops. Now here's a quick call. Do you want to bet again? He was quick. If you do, how much? Pot? 3/4? Half? Pot? Make up your mind. He comes over the top. What are you going to do? Oh, hope you took the same line as I did. Yep. Wise Dan says the queen, my king queen offsuit was on the target. Definitely a fold or a 3-bet, never flat. There's a spammer in there. Okay, what's your decision? You got a razor. You got 210. Is that even a consideration? Heck no. Dan says with the trip deuces with the ace, you went half pot because although it has a heavy draw, you're such a favorite with one card to go and extract value. Don't think he gives you a. I think that Dan makes a great point here. I think your decision here is fold, but I will tell you this: when get somebody to the turn and they have something. If he had a queen, for instance, he's going to come. So why not charge him a little extra and get more value that way? If he doesn't have the queen, he's going to go away anyhow. If he has the diamonds, it's more. There's another one easy for you, right? I hope so. He's probably going to not come, or he's going to come for that. We have just a small pot there. He's going to keep coming. So again, I'm trying to extract some value. I don't think I'm going to get any value extra by betting a half, which is a little bit different than what Dan's saying. Okay, he's trying because I'm a heavy favorite. He says bring him along for the half. I say he's going to come along if he's got anything, if he's got a draw, if he's got something there. He's coming anyhow. Why don't I get extra money on the turn? So there's two ways to look at it. That's not saying Dan's wrong or I'm right. I'm just saying you have to weigh which way you want to go. I hope that makes sense to everybody out there. Dan's opinion was make the bet a little bit smaller with one card to go. Chances are my hand's going to hold up with the deuces and give him an opportunity to keep coming. And I'm saying if he's going to come anyhow, why not charge him a little bit more if he's tied to the hand? He doesn't have a 2, but if he has a queen or if he's got a draw, he's going to probably come. He's not putting me on the deuce. If he put me on ace king or ace queen, ace king he can beat me. Ace queen he probably can't beat me unless he hits his diamond flush or his spade flush or the straight. So you got to think of all those different things, and you got to do it in a split second. Oh, there's a big bet. Look at that. Now, has he got ace 10 or does he have 2 pair? He was in the blind. We won't get to see the human ATM. All right, folks. Under the gun, 9-8 offsuit. And I would say fold. Again, Dan's point is that if the guy had diamonds, if I bet small, it induces him to semi-bluff, whereas it costs him more money to semi-bluff if I bet the 3/4 of the turn. That's a great and valid point. That's why we're doing this. That's a different way to look at it. I don't know with one card to go if he was semi-bluff in that situation. I'm not sure. If I had more information about the information, that might be a valid point that I would consider. I wasn't really even thinking about giving him an opportunity to semi-bluff, so Dan raises a great point. What are we going to do, folks? We got a limper here. If you said re-raise, you'd be wrong. We'd be out of position, and he may be trapping us. Let's take a look at the flop. It's not going to cost us any more money than we already have in there. Now what do you do? Anyone? Bet? I check and go for the check raise. I want him to think I have the 7 here. No, he didn't bite. So now what do we do? I hope you picked that. Now the 9 plays, folks. So what we do is we put out what? A full pot, 3/4, half, what? Quarter? We put a blocking bet out. How much would we call here? I've also got a flush draw there. He has a 9. Okay. He stayed in there with ace-9. He caught it. Nothing we can do about it. Let's go back to the flop. If I would have done anything different, could I have changed a hand? Here we got a very easy one for you. Again, what we're playing is you make the call today. You see my hand. Think about what you would do in this situation and see if it matches what I would do. Doesn't have to. And this would be a fold. If I would have raised with the 10-jack pre-flop, the ace-9 suited here would have called anyhow. On the flop, it was the 10-7-7, 2 hearts. So he would have stuck around. Again, what's the call? I think that made it easier than that, but that was easy too. I can see every now and then with ace-4, if you wanted to do something that somebody was getting out of line or getting out of hand with their raises, if you wanted to come over the top of them and just kind of slow them down or something, that's fine. But of course, once the 450 goes in. Now this guy's calling 450 cold, absolutely cold, and I have an ace. So what can he have that he wanted to call cold? 10s, jacks, ace, queen. This guy's should bet $9, $8.50, $9. There you go. Again, you should be doing the same thing I'm doing. What should people be doing? I can't see their cards either, but look at the bet, the pot size, and try to figure it out. Yeah, I went for the check raise and he didn't come in. Okay, what do you do here? We got the same guy, likes to do it. Come on, folks. Did you pick that? It's fold or that. He called it another dead bet. That's terrible when you call all these bets and then he calls it just cold. All right. We're going to fire one time here to see if we can tell him to go away. Did you see how fast he called us there? What do you want to do? Lead him on? He's staying in there. How about now? Do we fire another bullet or do we think he's got us beat with the spade? I think he got us beat with the spade. He might just check it back if he thinks I made a full boat, but no, he wants to get paid here. I can't pay him off here. So I hope you decided to fold there at the end too. How about now? The only thing bad about this is I like to use my action buttons fast. I think doing slow like this is not the way to really go. Noodle the River came in and said call. Again, I'm just testing this new thing out where I'm letting you guys uh, think about what I'm going to do or what you would do in certain situations. This is an easy one. Dave the Weatherman has no. Oh, okay. He thinks he didn't have a spade. I don't think he stays on that flop with an insta call to me without having a spade of some nature. I just don't see it, and it's not worth it to me to keep going on that. I couldn't shake him. It's easy to get rid of the hand. Hey Noodle, what's up? Noodle the River, who's following me? I appreciate that. Appreciate what you guys can tell some of your other followers that follow you to check out Al Spath. Certainly appreciate that, and I'll send them your way as well. The Wise Man. I've sent a few this last week or two, I think. The Wise Dan, not the Wise Man, excuse me. I felt pre-folded too, and so many people talk behind me. Okay, Dan says he would have folded with the 2-2 and not tried something there. I told you it's either fold or re-raise, but you know me. Some of you know me. I tend to re-raise because if it comes big, sometimes I can just continuation bet and win it. At the small pocket pair. I think Dave had it set. Okay. Well, this should be easy for you folks. Be thinking about what I would do with this 5-3. What would you do with the 5-3? That's more important. Expect $1.25 bet here. Now, do you re-raise, fold, or call? Majority of the time you should fold. I'm going to call. I'm going to try to get him in. It didn't get him in. Now I picked up the spade draw, and I'm going to bet out into my opponent. I also have a redraw, and I also have a 3. If he's got high cards, he didn't hit anything here. He says he got a lot. Do we trust him? What do? Do you fold like a cheap 10? Hell no. That's a bad card for us. We really wanted to have a 6 there. Or a 5. What do? You check? See what he's going to do? He's going to fire big time. Now we have less outs, though, because we only have 1 card to come. So we have 9 outs. We have also a 5. Possibly a 5. We also have a 3. We also have the 6s. We got a lot of outs, but we're still under 30%. That's a lot of money to pay. But to show you and to pay, I think you would fold here. And that's an easy. Now we can try to say we have the diamonds here. What would it take to get the diamonds? Okay, that's what you got to say to yourself. We got the pot with a 3. He called us with ace high. Oh my God. Now, I know none of you would have played that hand that way. You'd have played it completely different, wouldn't you? How could he call $10 with me having a 3? All right, this is an easy one for everybody. Remember I said before, when we have the jacks, I like to do it a little bit higher. So I'm just going to go a little bit higher than the standard 125 pot. But they just saw me with the threes. How about with the eights there? That's a good flop for us, isn't it? Let's keep them in. Do you think he really called me pre-flop with an 8? You'd have to have ace-8, wouldn't he? Should we tell him? Or should we flat him? Let's flat him and see what he does on the next card. That's not a good card for us, but I don't think it helped him either. Anybody? Let's just flat him again and see what happens. Oh my God. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Can we get all his money? All right, what do we have to do to get all his money? If he's got pocket queens or pocket eights, we're shit up a tree. So we have to go, that's too much. We have to go $37. As long as he's thinking he doesn't have pocket eights. He saw me a minute ago with a 3. What's he gonna do? He folds. Oh man, he doesn't pay us off. All right, here we go again. Do I have to ask if you know? You know me. Well, they haven't seen me back down from anything. They're more likely to fold. I think this is pretty easy facing a raise, so don't you think you got that one right? So I gave them $10 or $15 earlier when I was trying to show you a few things and got it back and some. Games, fun. It's going your way. I'm gonna get an amen on that. Early position, 5-4, full table of 6. Should have been your decision. If I was suited, I might try it a certain percentage of the time. You know me. They're not going to put me on that. They're going to put me on high cards, and I can continuation bet with a high card. I just don't want multiple callers because that takes some of my weapons away from me. That's a big bet. Here, you got a call. It wouldn't be a bad flop for me, but watch the size of this bet. Oof. And you know he's got overcards or overpair. If I was in his hand, I'd be out now. Think, oh my God, it's all going in. Queens and kings. Queens and kings. No, queens and there's my 4, 5, 2 pair. Wow. See, you can make money at these tables. Big money. I could have made a pot load on that one if I would have stayed in there, but it would have cost me my whole stack too if I didn't. So you got Jack 4, you're up against a min raise here. Do you call it or do you fold it? You're out of position, you got crappy cards. What do you do? It's 50 for 175, so you're getting 3.5 to 1. Let's call. Now, we're looking for 2 4s or a Jack 4 or 3 spades. We're not looking for anything else. So we're probably done with this hand in my opinion, but I'll leave that up to you. Now, he didn't bet there, and he may in fact have the ace and wants to try to trap us. What are you going to do? I'm going to just check. Now the clubs have come. Do you want to just bet? Do you want to just see if he's what he's made out of? Do you want to go pot? Where are you going? Noodle the river, you'll have to see it for yourself later on. Okay, you know he's going $1.25. No, he didn't go there. So if we go pot, it's $1. You know that we can't ever do pot in that situation because there's no small blind. Where are the small blind? And you finally get a breather. If you have to run to the restroom or something, go ahead. Now's the time. I'll stall a little bit so you don't miss nothing. Oh, I forgot. You could hit the pause button. In any of my videos, by the way, anytime you're watching them, all you have to do is use that button and pause it and say, okay, it's Al's turn. I heard him talking and everything. This is what I think he's going to do. And then hit go again and then see if you're thinking the same way or if your bet sizing is the right way. So you can just test yourself with any of my videos. We got 76, 77 of them up on YouTube. So here we go. We got a decent hand here. Is this the bet? What's the bet? I think you guys are going to say pot, so I'm going to just go along with you. We'd be better with a jack hitting the board than we would with an ace. What do? Well, you got to find out if he's got any of it. You got to see if he's going to stick around, don't you? So what do? Quarter, half, 3/4? 3/4 is $2.25. Half is $1.50. How about we split the difference? Uh-oh. Could he already be there? Could he have the draw? Is it worth the $2? What do you do, folks? Come on. I say we call off one card to see if it's not a spade or anything like that. You think he hit a straight? You think he hit 2 pair? We now have top pair and a draw. Anybody paying him off? Come on, quick decisions. Where's he at, folks? $9. Do you think he hit 2 pair on the flop, or do you think he hit just top pair? Do you think he has ace 10 hit 2 pair? Is it worth $9 for me to show you? Show him. Ace 10, exactly what I said. But I gotta show you what my reads are, even if it costs me money, because I have to have you believe in what I'm telling you. That's an easy fold. Got a couple more minutes here. See if we can't get around the table another time. I don't mind losing the money if I can show you exactly that the read was right, because that might save you money. I'm here to try to save you money on that. That's an easy one right there. Noodle the Rivers yelling from chat, raise, re-raise, raise, re-raise. When he sees the outcome, I like to see what he says. I didn't say raise, I said fold, I said fold. Again, it's all about the reads. Here's a $2 bet here. We got Jack 7, the big blind. I don't think there's any question about it. We're going to go one more time around here. Yeah. Whoa, look at all this $2 going in. Oh my goodness, now it's $1.50 for 850. It's 5, almost 6 to 1. Can we get lucky with it or should we throw it away? What do you do? What do you do? Let's give it a shot. It could get us in trouble though. Let's try to manage this pot. Let's try to manage this pot. Noodle the River says raise the turn, fold the river. You're beating no aces in his range. The better ones would be polarized. Well, you saw what I said he had. He did have it. Now, you might be thinking I'm giving people a free card here, but I'm also trying to extract some money on a further street. You could play this completely different. You could have let out and had everybody fold as well. That's a tough card. I'm going to play it again one more time with the check. I'm betting on the come here. I think somebody had the hearts with a bet. Sure, a heart could come off and nullify my hand. That's okay. I'm taking a shot here in the dark. Do you fold? Do you call? Do you re-raise? I call. 7 of hearts we can't get, so that's a bad card for us. That's not the card we want, but let's bet into him and see what he does, see if he's got the hearts or not. Thank you, sir. Bet that queen all day long. I hope you guys, I know the guys in chat are just having a great time trying to figure this out and everything else. And so I think it's kind of a success, but I don't know. I really need to hear from you guys out there. Please take the time to email me, alspath@alspath.com, and tell me if you like this, where I give you the opportunity. You know how much I love to play the 5-4 suited, but I'm out of position. I'm facing a raise and a re-raise. That's an easy fold, folks. Kidding, right? Again, on this hand here, got the button and a 7-8. You should be thinking right now, if it's folded to me, what are we going to do? If it's raised, we know what we're going to do. So let's do it. Oh boy, a 5 would be a great card, wouldn't it? Should we take one off for a 5? I know we're looking at a flush and everything here. I think we should take one off for a 5. What do you think? You with me? Maybe a check? Oh, no, he doesn't. Now we got 4 outs. 4 times 2 is only an 8% chance, so that's a fold. All right, folks, you're coming again. I don't know, you all went down and said pot, right? Oh, I gotta take my auto post off. I only got 2 more hands left in this session. I wanted to try this out today. Rob, you just came in. You just have to replay this later on when I get it up there. This is allowing everybody to, what would you do in my situation? I mean, the easy ones like this, there's a no-brainer. But the tougher ones, what do you do pre-flop? What do you do on the flop, on the turn, on the river? Where do you disagree? How did I muck it up? How would you have done it? Would you have succeeded? All those type of questions. I think it was a good hour, but I need some feedback from you guys that didn't get to see it and see the video later when I have it up on YouTube. I need you to tell me yes, good, bad, do this more often. And here's my aloha hand. Everybody knows I always play my aloha hand no matter what. So I limp in with it, and I'm going to sit out the next hand. Aloha hand is goodbye to the table. And whoever says he didn't play it anyway, like I did it. Okay, I can't call that one. That's too much. It's far out of my range. Hey, I want to thank you guys, man. You give me a lot of inspiration for when you come on here and interact with me. I hope you had a good time. Those of you that came late and missed it, I hope you'll check out the video on YouTube and subscribe on my YouTube channel, Al Spath. At Twitch, I'm Al Spath. Also, you can follow me there. And I really enjoy doing this, so I hope you enjoy listening in and enjoying the whole thing. The whole process is fun. Thanks so much. And we made, we started with 50, so $41. That's not bad for 35, 40 minutes. See you all later.